which is when I spend time working on my dabbing projects, and I thought that I would share a little bit more about my dabbing process because I'm kind of over the top about it, and I think it's fun for other people to see how obsessive some book people are. So my current project is A Tempting Arrangement by Jay Wilder, also known as Jessa Wilder, and I was so obsessed with this book from page one. Damon Everett is incredible. I am obsessed with him. It's also a big fat book, and part of that is because the type is pretty decently sized, which I love. And I bought my paperback hard copy before I even finished the ebook because I knew that I needed this. This needed to be in my hands, it needed to be mine. And so I immediately dropped everything else I was doing so that I could work on tabbing it. So when I tab, I pick something that coordinates with the cover to me, or something that I think coordinates with a theme of the book in some way. And luckily, this set of tabs matched this cover perfectly. So there is a dark blue tab, a light blue, this is pale purple, pale pink, and then this sort of magenta color, and they work so perfectly along with this cover, and I love the way that they look when you see them in the pages. Like, this setup, this rainbow of colors is so perfect for this series and for this book. So what I do is I go back through after I finish reading and I tab all of the parts of the book that I liked or I think were important or that I thought was just really, really good writing. And then I go back with a highlighter. So I don't highlight when I tab, and I will find the tab and I will highlight the part that I like or the line that I like or thought was important, and then I move the tab in so that I get this pattern instead. And I'll move the tabs in and you can feel them just a little bit, like they're just sticking out like a millimeter so that I can feel them. And currently for this book, I picked a purple highlighter because I think it works the best. It's okay. I do like how nice and clicky it is. But the tip isn't my favorite. Like, if I look at the tip on this highlighter, like, I like it, but I feel like when I make a line, sometimes there are gaps or it doesn't make a good straight line, and then I feel like I can't go back and fill it in because that's too much ink and then it's gonna bleed through the page, and then what was the point? So the way that I would do this is I get my highlighter and I'll go to the next highlight, which the one I just did is one of my favorites because it's the chapter pages for Damon, and these are just like so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with the chapter pages for this character. But what I will do is I will flip to the next tab, which in this case is baby blue, and I remove the tab because these are so much stickier than I think we think they are. So I remove the tab and I take the highlighter and I will highlight the line that I like, which in this case is, I'll marry you, but I have my own conditions. Fuck, she's beautifully terrifying. I raise a solitary brow. Is that so? I love it. Actually, though, my last one was probably the best one because I love the way that he talks about her. He says, I tried to be a decent man and give Misty the space she needed to process the fact that we're getting married. I love that my little nymph is charming to everyone else, but has no problem showing me all the fire she buries deep inside. That's how I want her. Open, free, real. One of my favorite lines in the book, honestly, because I just, the way that Damon talks about Misty and how obsessed he is with her, like, never gets old for me. Like, what's a word that is more than obsessed? Because that's how I feel like this character is about Misty, like, more than obsessed. And it's so hard not to feel that way about Damon when you're reading the book, because you're like, why can't this billionaire also be obsessed with me? She works for the hockey team that he owns, which it's funny because we see hints of him in the Rules series, particularly Rules of Our Own, and we don't understand why he's such a jerk. Now we do. You will find that out, because this is the blurring of the Rules series, and there's a guest appearance from her series with the Cake King, the Gentleman, and it's the perfect blend of, like, the sweet, loving obsession of the Rules series and, like, the crazy danger of the Gentleman, and, like, the adrenaline rush of danger that these characters get. Like, this book is so perfect to me, and I really love Jess's books. I've loved everything that I've read by her, and yet this takes the cake. This is the best thing ever. Like, I really mean that. This is the best thing ever. And so then once I move all my tabs to the inside to continue, I will go back and make written annotations. I haven't picked my pen yet because I'm not done with this step, but I will go in and I'll write reactions, or a lot of it's just like, oh my god, so cute. And you know what? I don't regret that that's what I write in my books. So I'll go back and do that, or I will make note that something was important, or that it's a detail that they'll refer back to later or need later, and I love that. So this is me working on my annotations, finishing my tabbing project for Tabbing Tuesday. Until next